He'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. This defense for the Packers, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Running on first down, Ekeler. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
Match it from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. He'll look to throw. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
They'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 44-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They go back to the ground now with Ekeler. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 11. Finds his man. It's John Mechie. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 25-yard line. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Up the middle with Ekeler. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
Back to throw here. And he comes back with one complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Ekeler. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it, try and keep the defense honest.
I mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down.
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. Now back to throw. Touchdown! A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bulldogs will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. Picking up where they left off before the open week that they had last week as they won going into that, and no signs of being stale.
No, and that's really big for them because there's a trust factor that goes into this, because what often happens, if you win the game before your open week, you should get more time off. But if you win the game before the open week, get more time off, and don't play well the next time out, that goes away. So they're making a statement that they like that time off.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this one is incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll look to throw here. And complete to Drake London. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Got his man. It's London. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Haven't met a corner that's worth the salt yet that ever admits to worrying about man coverage. How about the play there, breaking that pass up?
Again, he'll drop to throw. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking for Ridley on the out route. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's got room. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Eckler now between the tackles. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. Then he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
They'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Back to throw now on 1st down. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2nd and 14. That's complete out left to Ayuk. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking for London on the out route complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. So Tyler Bass on now for the field goal. From the left hash, this from 34. The kick by Bass is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
And this offense on third down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Here we go, here we go.
They're going to try and throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jair Alexander.
And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Second and 6. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
And he will find Ridley on the left side.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 4th down.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
Yeah, boy, that's going to be close. He didn't get much at all there, but he got the first. Looked like they might have held him defensively, but the referee signals it will be a first down.
They'll set up to throw. He sets up the screen to Jones. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Second and 2.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Now Jones. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Jones. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers.
A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year.
And the Packers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead is now 10-7.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
And he will find his big tight end over the middle. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. They'll look to throw here on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving them a lot to think about, a lot of different looks.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there, you throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy. I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. He'll look to throw.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
They'll throw now on the final play.
He's going to throw one up for the end zone.
And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he returns this to the 22.
Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a pass hauled in downfield. Touchdown, Packers!
Christian Watson
with career touchdown number 157, moving him past Terrell Owens and into a tie with Randy Moss for 4th on the all-time list. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They make their second-half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a free-possession game.
And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
60 Eagles, 60. Hey, smash Broncos.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track.
Running his run a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Rasul Douglas there to get him down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That'll be pulled in downfield by Collins. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 33. That one goes for 24 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 33. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now. Every time they've run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll drop to throw. Right side to Watson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pickup there of 22. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. This is caught inside the 15. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Give him 30 yards there. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown, Packers!
Robert Tonyan.
A 12-yard touchdown grab. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
11 yards there, 1st down.
Come on. Hey. Ready.
Back to throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
Drop for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, bad. Number 3 right now. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter.
Multiple defenders in there to bring him down as this quarter comes to an end.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll look to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete.
Complete to number 80. 19 Tiger.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws. They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Back to throw again. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers 14. 23 yards to pick up there.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Here we go.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. The 11-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. This will be caught at about the 5. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year.
And the Bulldogs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Taken at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives, and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after him right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
He's got a man, complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Packers.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
First down and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
Rashawn Gary in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they didn't get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Well, this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the pick six we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a two-possession game as they control their destiny. He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Packers. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's caught inside the 10. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They'll set up to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
They'll set up a throw. Toward the pylon, caught. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They try to throw on 4th and goal from the 2, and the ball will go over on the goal line stand.
Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is...
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, that means talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guy.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 10. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Rashawn Gary. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Packers, they